Welcome everyone to yet another Mando Friday. Today we are talking about the Mandalorian chapter 14th, The Tragedy. And oh my god, it is indeed a tragedy. Now as always, before we get going to this review, spoilers, so watch the episode because I'm an emotional wreck right now. Let's talk about it. Mando and Grogu travel to an ancient site in hopes of contacting a Jedi throughout the galaxy and seeking refuge for Grogu, while they run into both new and old familiar faces. Now before I give you my thoughts on this review, I want to know your thoughts. How much of an emotional wreck are you right now? Let me know in the comments below. That's the most important part for you to start the conversation. And if you're new here, you want to talk Mando, you want to talk more Mando rather than just this episode, please consider clicking the subscribe button and share with your friends. Have them join the conversation because, oh my god, we got lots to talk about in this episode, man. So going in, I knew this episode was the shortest one, and I knew that Robert Rodriguez had yet to direct an episode this season. I was like, this is probably the Robert Rodriguez episode, and it was. Now, full disclosure, I am not the biggest fan of Robert Rodriguez, so after seeing this episode, I gotta applaud the man. His staple of Western-style action, fast-paced shoot-em-ups is clearly here, and I knew it as I saw it before even the credits roll and his name came up. I'm like, this is the Robert Rodriguez episode, and it was like, kudos to him. Such great action in this episode. We finally get a callback to last season's episode 5 with Ming and this shrouded figure that found her, and everyone's like, it's Boba Fett. It was Boba Fett. Temuera Morrison is finally in here as Boba Fett. He's been chasing Mando, tracking him since Tatooine, and all he wants is the armor, and he's willing to protect him and the child in exchange for the armor. Lots of stormtroopers come down. I'm getting ahead of myself. So before all the shit hits the fan, Mando places Grogu on this little rock amidst the ruins of the temple, and Grogu just connects with the Force. There's this big force field around him. Mando cannot get to him, but he sees the Slave One coming in. So as Baby Yoda is literally like this, communicating with the Force, Mando goes down to investigate what is going on, and he meets Ming-Na Wen, Fennec, and Boba Fett. I gotta say, it's such a delight to see Temuera Morrison back and feel so much that he's incorporating this character that was never played by him in the original trilogy so damn well. And even though it's a different perception than what I had of Boba Fett, I like seeing him as this dude that has honor in him. He's a bounty hunter, yes, but he's dismayed with the Empire. He knows the Empire just left him and didn't care for him, so now he's not working for them, and there are very little bounties going on in the galaxy. He's all fucked up. He's an old man. He knows his limits now, but he's still a badass. As soon as he comes in, puts on the armor, he just kicks ass. The stormtroopers start running. It's an incredibly awesome sequence. Now again, before I get to the real tragedy in this episode, I do have to mention something. I felt like Mando's actions throughout this episode were kind of dumb, to be blunt. They were kind of dumb. Like, he leaves Baby Yoda alone and goes really far away when he sees the Slave One coming in before actually knowing what is going on. And I'm like, that's a bit of a stretch for you, man. Like, strategize a little better. Are you willing to risk this much? Because there's this really sweet scene, again, with the ball at the beginning of this episode, and Mando is trying to see how powerful Grogu is. And then he does this, and it just didn't feel right. It felt like a contrivance due to the script. Okay, we need Mando to go there, so let's just have him go there, even though I can't really see this character doing that. And then he puts down the jetpack, which, okay, I was fine with. Boba tells him, I'll put down my gun if you put down your jetpack, and Fennec will do the same. So he puts down his jetpack, but then he never picks up the jetpack again. And so when the Dark Troopers come down, who, by the way, still look like Cylons, do not tell me these dudes do not look like Cylons, because they do. They are the Star Wars Cylons. They are the Cylon Troopers. Cylon Troopers, that's the better name. Cylon Troopers. So they come down, there's 4 of them. Baby Yoda just woke up because he was tired, and it was so cute when he like fell because he was so tired. That's the purest, most beautiful thing I've ever seen, man. And so they come down and they quickly, just like that, snatch him up, and Mando is just a little bit too late. And my heart was racing. Moff Gideon has him. He confronts Baby Yoda in the jail and he's kicking Stormtrooper ass all over, and it's awesome. But Moff Gideon teases him with a darksaber. He then sets a gun to stun and shoots at him. And I don't know about you, my friends, but as far as I'm concerned, Moff Gideon, today, on Friday, December the 4th, 2020, he is the most hated man on the internet. Apologies to Giancarlo Esposito, but it's true. And one thing I forgot to mention, like, oh my god, they blew up the Razor Crest. The Razor Crest is gone, and all that survived was the little ball that Grogu liked to play with. And my heart is just broken right now, man. My heart is broken, and the spear also survived, but who cares about that? The little ball that Grogu liked, it survived. I want him to be back together with the ball and Mando to be safe, man. This episode was actually really cool, but at the same time, I kind of hate it because, if you follow me, you know I don't like seeing Baby Yoda get hurt. Baby Yoda, Grogu, the child, whatever. I'm going to call him all the names. All the names I'm going to call him. But as Boba Fett gets his armor back, he decides, yeah, I told you I would keep you and the child safe if you give me back my armor. You did, so I'm going to ensure that you and the child are brought back together and he's safe in your arms. I really like that. I love that Mando now has a team. I've always said that the proper direction for the show was for Mando to little by little build a team. Not of too many people, like it's just 3 people right now. I don't expect Boba Fett and Fennec to be his team for 3 more seasons or whatever, but I would like to see Mando, Grogu, and then 2 other people. And now Mando, he goes back to Cara Dune, who's now a marshal for the New Republic, and he's like, find me this prisoner, who is Bill Burr from last season's episode 6. And she's like, oh man, I can't get him out. This badge means I have rules to follow. And Mando is like, they took the kid. And Cara Dune just raises up and she's like, bitch, what? This episode yet again shows me that you don't need a long episode to have a really, really good episode. Because this episode was really, really good. Now, we did not see if a Jedi responded to Baby Yoda's call. We did not see that a Jedi didn't respond to his call. Maybe a Jedi didn't, but now they are in communication. And as Baby Yoda is in his cell next episode, we might see him communicating with a Jedi. Maybe Jamie Lee Curtis. Maybe Ezra. Maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there. Just, again, short and sweet, to the point. I know we all love our longer episodes. I love my longer episodes. I love the premiere that it was 51 minutes long. I love last week's that was 47 minutes long. But this episode, along with the Bo-Katan one, shows you don't need longer to be good. And congrats to Robert Rodriguez, just really, really great job. So those are my thoughts on yet another episode of Mando. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. My heart is truly broken. I am desperate to see Baby Yoda safe. So I hope they don't tease us and then separate Mando and Grogu yet again at the end of the season. I do hope still we get a Thrawn cameo by the end of the season. But yeah, that's it, man. Just fix it. Fix my heart. Bring them back together. I want harmony and peace and purity, and I want to know Baby Yoda is truly safe. So let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. How desperate are you to have Baby Yoda and Mando being brought back together? Did you enjoy this episode? Do you want it to be longer? Let me know all that in the comments, and stay tuned for more reviews to come today for Sound of Metal and Freaky, and also every week Mando reviews right here on Mando Fridays. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best. Check out my merch store on Redbubble and TeePublic. Links in the description. And follow me all around social media. I love you all so much. So until the next video, stay beautiful, stay geeky, but most importantly, above everything else, forever and always, love each other and love the movies.